Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. As we expected yesterday, we sort of bounced around between these levels. We did get a few breaks to the downside, but the buyers did come in, and you could see by looking to the left that would have happened. Oscillators group to the downside, always a signal that you need to be very careful, especially on the higher time frames like this. And we're so far from the moving averages. I mean, I don't see us falling from here any further. Either a range or a bit of a pullback. Now, we do have the Feds coming out tomorrow with their interest rate hike, and the debate is whether it's a large one or whether it's a 0.5 basis point hike. So I think that's kind of what we've got in the cards at the moment. If we get back across to the 3-hour, you can see oscillator still grouped to the downside, and we did get a bit of a rejection here, but a rejection off nothing. There was nothing really to the left here that we rejected. So kind of a difficult one to jump in. And you can see you've got the sellers coming in, but then you've got a buying frenzy and then a whole lot of inside bars forming. So for me, oscillators group the downside. Time to get out of the shorts. Wait for the oscillators to start grouping up the upside. Wait for structure higher up. And then you're looking to climb back in short. So that's kind of the moral of my story. And this swing low here is an attractive area for me, which is 13,675. Moving down to the hour, and you can see the chaos of yesterday. When we did the video, we had a little bit of a flat triangle here, looking for a move back either to there or here for a rejection. Didn't happen. And then you can see how we just got back down to the target to the downside and just hovered around here ranging. So it's either a range for a continuation of the journey to the downside, or it is an attempt to form some form of a bottom for a bounce up. I think the only thing that will form a bottom here is if the interest rate hike tomorrow is less than what the market is expecting. I think that is the only thing that's going to sort of give us some kind of a feel. We do have quite a bit of data coming out today and tomorrow as well, specifically core retail sales and things like that. So that's also going to, everybody's looking for a signal that the economy is not as bad as what it is at the moment. So anyway, for me, this is a sit on hands. Look at that from yesterday on the 15-minute. There's no ways I could trade that. I would have been interested in this level here. Didn't quite happen, and then we just headed sideways. So I suspect we're going to do the same. Probably ranging off the bottom here, 13,435, possibly just staying inside this 13,550 area, or even heading back up to 13,675, possibly even coming back to close a gap, because that would give us, if we close a gap, then basically from a weekly perspective, the gap is closed, and then we don't need to worry about that, or the bears don't need to worry about it. So that's something which may also transpire. Anyway, for me, this is a sit on hands. There's nothing exciting here unless we start getting back to test these upper levels, and specifically that gap. We get back to that gap, that's definitely going to trigger a thought process in my head for shorts, because we're going to have a 100-point stop loss. There's your stop area. We have a 100-point stop loss, and we've got a pretty big potential gain. I would expect us to come back down here for 340 points. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment until we break this way, either to upside, or if we break to the downside, 13,435. But then I want to see a retest of this area before looking at it. So that's kind of my view today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.